Hello, hello, visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. How are you? Woo! I want my voice is as bright as before. Thank you so much for coming back to our Momentum Monday. Today is our 139th episode. What are you ready to offer? So when I'm asking you, every day when you go to like any social media, right? There are so many people are providing you something. And when now it's your turn as entrepreneur, as a business owner, or as a coach, as a visionary entrepreneur, you are now in your business. Some of you maybe are still thinking about what kind of business you want to provide, right? Some of you already can't wait to jump into the water, jump into the marketing, jump in onto the social media and share whatever you know, right? And I'm wondering, are you sure what you are ready to offer? And so many of you, when you are thinking about your offer, there's, by the way, one of my mentors, great mentors, his big offer is actually make more offers. He's actually coaching coaches and other consultants, and including other speakers, how to provide their offers more often, more quickly, like more powerfully, and more irresistibly, right, in this market, and so that they can get their high ticket clients. So some of our mentors are focusing, and it's like exclusively focusing on offers. So it's super important. Previously, when I was when I started my coaching business 14 years ago, initially I thought it's like what I think is most important. Yeah, many people, when we had a corporate background, right, we think, oh, product program is the most important thing. And through the years, and then we found more components are very important. Over 76% of people, entrepreneurs, startups, they fail. They said their products or programs are a lot needed by their clients. There's nobody buying their products, not enough clients, right? So then people's focus shifted to, for example, marketing. Also, maybe because we're not good at sales and marketing, so that's why there's nobody is buying from us, right? So, and then many mentors are also teaching about marketing strategies and focusing on, especially on social medias, right? All different strategies, how you could attract more followers, more attention, visibility, and speaking, or the impact, all the thing, right? So, and then people's thinking is like, oh, okay, so marketing is the most important, and some people's teaching even like, oh, without it's like the key is not what good offer you have, but it's more important how good marketing you have, right? Did you hear that? Does that sound familiar to you? Many people mention about that, right? Or it doesn't matter whatever you offer. If you have a good marketing or sales, right, you can sell anything. Did you hear that? I did hear that kind of a teaching in the market. It's not quite like it's quite actually popular, and you can see now many people focusing on marketing strategies, sales strategies. They teach about you some quick shots, let's say live events and let's say webinars, workshops, and even now including challenges. How to focus on those like live events or even including speaking, right? And to really get followers, get conversion, everything like that. So it's focusing more on the marketing part. But eventually, I would, through all these years of practice, and I also taught quite some like students and followers, my clients as well. And yes, marketing strategies are very important, and some mentors will teach you 80% of your time. Did you hear that? 80% of your time should be on marketing, 20% time on preparing for the marketing, like including your offers, including whatever, right? So actually, don't be misled. I initially I totally followed that, and then eventually I found really depends on your stage, where you are, and there's no one solution. It's like, oh, this is perfect and meet everybody. Or if like this part, this one can have this kind of success, you could have it as well. Or, so many people claim that, right? Actually, I don't like that kind of a claim. It says, oh, if I could be successful, or if my clients like this can be successful, you could be successful as well. It's just like, oh, if one principle apply to A person, it should apply to B person as well. Apply to me, should apply to you. I do not totally agree with that. So it totally depends on where you are now. Everybody has different, like you have different background, you have different vision, different call, different like really the solutions, right? Different your different market, different really like a fulfillment there, and what's specific, and especially where your stages. Everyone start with our entrepreneurship from different background, different stages, different resources, different environments, right? So it's all different. I do not believe like one principle. It's like a overall, let's say, yeah, there are common strategies. There are like, let's say, common principles. It's just like a universal laws. People call it universal laws. Yes, that's universal laws, but apply to different persons at different time, different timing. Okay, timing is very important, and depends on your stages, your resources, your readiness. The strategies should be used differently. Okay, so yes, marketing super important, but fundamentally something is more important before you go to marketing. We have so many like students, they rush into a how part, like the marketing part. I said, oh, I have this idea, I have this kind of a solution, so it should apply to everybody. So I would just jump into a market and do all this kind of marketing, all these kind of tricks, and just like showing up everywhere, and they think that will work. Actually, yes, we should showing up everywhere, right? We should do our marketing. It's very important. We should not wait. But at the same time, what kind of marketing, what kind of things you should provide is very critical. And strategically, what kind of offers or solutions you should provide is also very critical. So here, it's like, now I'm sharing with you, it's like principles, but also depends on your timing, okay? But all these foundations very super important. Doesn't matter where you start. You need to prepare those foundations for you to get to that right timing, for you to like focus more on the marketing part, right? So, but now today we are focusing on the offer part, because this is a key. Without a great offer, whatever marketing you do will be like a majority of time will be waste of time. I would say that, because like it's just like people are like, say, archery. If you do not have a target, you just like shooting anywhere, the arrows will fly everywhere, right? And you cannot really get to the target. That's why. Oh, by the way, yesterday I just finished this book. It's a great book, The Miracle Equation by Hal Elrod, and it's a great book. Why? Because it's very laser focused. It's very simple. The whole book only focuses on two decisions to make. One is your unwavering faith. Another one is your extraordinary efforts. See, he just simplified all this kind of like a great strategies, secrets, and success secrets, right, into two decisions to make. There are so many things, components, but if you really simplify it, it's only two. One is your faith. You focus on a target, get a target, you have that unwavering faith that you will make it. So that make sure that your target is really aligned with your purpose, with your passion, with your life's meaning, with your fulfillment, right? So that's, and then you make that decision, unwavering faith that you will make it happen. Then you make that decision, okay? That's the number one. And then extraordinary efforts. It's just like Tony Robbins mentioned, like massive actions to make the targets or the goal, to achieve that goal, right? There's no negotiation, no other way around. Extraordinary efforts. So these two decisions sounds like very simple, but take everybody a lot of efforts to really get there. Majority of people could not. Even the number one, faith. Majority of people do not have that decision and really can stick to their purpose and target, unwavering faith to get it done no matter what. Majority of people, the number one step already failed, right? And then the number two, and the majority more people and fail on this part, even though they have a great passion, the great purpose and target, but they could not consistently put everyday simple process and like sometimes it's boring process and actions to make it happen, right? And so many people could not be consistent for so long time. Talking about it, sometimes it's like months and for years. How many people could do that, right? I had 14 years of a coaching experience. Not easy at all. 14 years. Many times you would think about it to quit, and this kind of obstacles, that kind of difficulties, this kind of failures, that kind of challenges, right? And so many looks like impossibilities, and how you could overcome all these kind of obstacles, inside, outside limitations, all these kind of limitations, right? Overcome that with your unwavering faith. That this is the quality test, okay? How many of you could have that unwavering faith to get, and eventually, and also be persistent and consistent to get things done, okay? So that two components. That's why I love this book. And here I'm saying this to you. It's like this kind of foundation is very important. Build this foundation with your unwavering faith to provide what you are called here to provide. So before you can have any kind of fancy marketing, okay, marketing could be very fancy, very creative. We have so many ways, so many strategies to fulfill things, and people will teach you so many, diversified ways, right? To get, there's like they said, there's so many ways to get to Rome. There's not just like one single way, right? There are so many ways, either by flight, by like a boat, by you can go by walking, even if you persistent long enough, by biking, by car, and in many ways, right? Or by this route, by that route, unlimited ways to go to Rome. So there are so many like unlimited ways of marketing ways, sales ways to get to Rome, to meet your targets, right? But the foundation, super important. That foundation is, what are you ready to offer? Okay, like for example, today you jump in front of the camera, you're ready to talk, but what are you ready to offer? Is your offer really that great? So today I want to ask you some critical questions. I hope you could answer. And don't worry, if you can, some question you may not be confident to answer, but we are here to help you. Okay, so number one questions: what you are, what problem? First, focus on the problem. Okay, for any offer, there should be a problem there, and there should be a big enough problem. There's big enough market there waiting for your solution, okay? And that they are ready to invest in you. And that's where you need to find your solution to meet that problem. Okay, so start with the problem. Okay, so for example, some of you are new entrepreneurs. Some of you are thinking about start your business, start your coaching, start your consultation, start your whatever service-based business, or some of you maybe want to provide some products, right? Like a tangible physical products. That's totally okay. Whatever product, whatever like a business you're passionate about. Before you provide any, start your business, or even you already started your business, I would still like Elon Musk's the principle one, right? Get back to that original question. Okay, get back to the number one. The original one is find that problem. You need to find a problem to help solve that problem, to eventually develop your offer, to eventually get your business to be legit, to be needed, okay, to really improve that kind of a ratio of your success. Okay, so this is the number one starting point. Find the problem, and not just any problem. There are so many, unlimited, countless problems in this world, right? As long as there are human beings, we have problems there. So many needs there, so many challenges there, so many problems there, right? People need solutions, but you cannot solve all the problems. You need to only find one problem, big enough problem to solve. So that's a big idea here. Okay, find a big enough problem, and not just any big problem. There are so many big problems, but this one is dear to your heart. You feel so called to solve it. You feel like so much responsibility. Okay, you feel even like obsessed. You feel not just a responsibility. You feel like, oh, this, I feel like so care about this kind of problem. I really concern people struggling about this problem, and you have that dear call to help solve it. You feel you have this responsibility to solve it, and you feel like obsessed to solve it. Okay, here, give you example. Okay, for me, for example, and I will give you some examples from my clients as well. For me, 14 years ago when I started, I just feel like so many people, right, working, so many people on the right track after you graduate from your college, right, or even some of you did not graduate from college, but everyone is like eager to find a job. Like for example, my recently experience, my nephew was so eager after he graduated from NYU, he was so eager to find a job, because that's really means like your independence, right? Find a job. You prepare so many years, over 20 some years, like starting from your kindergarten, starting and elementary school, middle school, high school, then college, all the step by step, like overcome so many challenges, right? And learn so much knowledge. Graduated, now you want a job. Why you want a job? Because you want to prove that one is you want to get financially independent, right? Finally, you can make money and you can support yourself. You do not need to depend on your parents anymore. And also, you want more freedom in your life, right? That's one part. But another part, you also want to feel you are needed, you are valuable. Whatever you learn, finally, you can contribute to this world, right? That's like both our birthright and also it's just in our DNA. It's like doesn't matter what you believe in, God or like a universal intelligence, or maybe you do not believe in any religion or faith, right? You do not have any of those like super, let's say, spirituality part, but you still believe that your life is here to generate some values, right? Everybody has that embedded in our life, every life, as long as we're a normal person. We think that we want to generate some values. If we do not feel like we have value to this world, to other people, you feel like worthlessness, right? You will feel like not worth of living. And that's why there's so much high suicide percentage, right? And so many people do not feel like their life is worth living. They do not feel like their life is valuable. They do not feel like meaning because they did not have that contribution. They do not feel like needed by this world and eventually give up a life. So it's super important. This is part of our life. Every life has this fundamental code already embedded into it when we were born, right? This code is like we want to feel the value of our life. We want to contribute. We want to help. So many people's very simple and fundamental purpose. When you ask them, they say, I want to help people. My purpose is to help other people. That's part of our life. Okay, that's a natural part, right? So now, 14 years ago, after I said goodbye to corporate world, right, I worked 14 years in corporate world, international big companies, like national banks, and international like Fortune 100 company as well. Then I could not find a meaning anymore. I was like the parts of first 35 years I was prepared for that, worked like as an excellent student, graduated from prestigious universities and excellent, and went into corporate world, find great companies, right? Worked for 13 years. Then I could not find a meaning anymore. I did not find a value. I did not find I'm much contributed to the world, right? I did not feel that much value anymore. So I decided to make that right decision. Decided to say goodbye to corporate world, because corporate world could not give me that justification and value anymore. So I need to find my answer for my life. For the first time, I need to find the true purpose. What's my purpose? What's the real meaning of my life here for, right? And how could I really contribute to a value? What make me and other people feel like meaningful? What make me feel joyful? And what could make me feel like my life is really needed? It's really make this right point, right? So did 6 months of purpose discovery, and did 6 months of learning, exploration, research, everything, including like philosophy learning, and answering those fundamental life's questions. Who am I? What my life is for? Why I'm here? And what is meaningful? What is happiness? What is joy? All those kind of questions, right? And what's the relationship between me and this world, me and other people? All those fundamental questions. I was super happy that I did that life quest journey. 6 months, I did that. But since then, that's just a beginning. Okay, since then, I really started my life's learning, a real learning, not just for degrees, not just for work, right? It's really a meaningful exploration, meaningful inquiry-based learning. That's a meaningful learning. And I started my life learner's journey. And since then, I really find my learning is meaningful. And it's not driven by the society, it's not driven by my parents, not driven by my teachers or the education system or the work system, right? It's driven by myself. How that eager and the meaning to inquire, to explore, to pursue, to learn, to practice, okay? So everything become more meaningful to me. And I found coaching as the most meaningful way for me to coach other people help them to find their life's purpose and their passion to start to do what they love to do. Start that time, I found that was my most meaningful thing, most meaningful problem for me to solve. The problem is like most people were just like a machine, working for others, working for companies, but did not have really their own purpose. So I put that as my goal to help other people find their true purpose, start to do what they love to do, and to do things meaningful for their own life's fulfillment. So during that time, that's the biggest problem. Till today, still the biggest problem. But I had a I went further, we call niche, right? The next niche I found like not just help people to find what they love to do and start to do what they love to do, right? But more importantly, how could they really fulfill by doing what they love to do? For example, I help entrepreneurs to start their entrepreneurship, start their coaching business, start their business. Then what? They want to get successful, to really build up a successful business, right? To really feel that fulfillment. If they just do what they love to do like a hobby, they are not successful. Eventually, they will like weigh down. They will really like get exhausted, feel like, oh, I'm not really fulfilled here. I'm doing what I love to do. But if it's like really not generating value and people are not buying my offer, people are not buying my services, and I'm just here doing it like a hobby, and eventually they will not feel fulfilled. So through all these 14 years, I eventually get into combine both life coaching and also business coaching together, help entrepreneurs, business owners to not just launch a business, but also fulfill their business, to create a successful business, to get their followers, their needs, and also their clients who want to pay their money to buy their services so that they could provide the in-depth services to really provide their values, to fulfill that in the market, not just making money, but really the money is just a token. It's a symbol. It's a symbol of their values fulfilled in the market. Okay, we cannot live like just do what we love to do without a market. The market is eventually have the say. If you really are solving the problems, and if people are really needing your services, they want to pay you, and they want to buy your services, they want to get your help, and eventually help them solve their problems, right? So that's a whole solution. That's eventually through all these 14 years, I clarify and manage to help visionary entrepreneurs, life changers to stand out in the market so that they could transform other people's lives. They really get the offers to be bought by their niche people, right? By their ideal clients, by their best clients who wants to pay them. So we're starting from the problem, okay? So here I want to ask you, what problems you feel so called to help solve, that you feel responsible for and also obsessed to solve? For me, it's just like I feel obsessed every day, obsessed to solve, like to empower visionary entrepreneurs, to help them launch their business and run their business and build their business and become the leader in their business and run a successful business, okay? Build their empire in the market and make that impact and transform more lives. And I am obsessed by this. And yesterday, some people, right, we were in a party, birthday party celebration, and they were asking me, how about your business? What are you doing now? And they were amazed about my energy. They said, wow, you're amazing. And so all these years, they witnessed my energy, my passion into it. And my energy is never like getting down. It's only getting more and more and more, better and better. I'm getting older, by the way, 14 years, right? You can imagine. Now I'm already past 50. Can you imagine that? I'm glad if people say, oh, you look, that's not like I'm 50, but I am 50 already, and make this mark. But I'm proud that I'm 50 and I'm still doing what I love to do. And and another day I'm getting my vision every day is like getting expanded. And I still dare to visualize and getting bigger vision, bigger dreams, right, every day. And I'm so proud of that because I'm obsessed. I know this is my call. And I feel I'm responsible to provide my best gifts, my best talents, to serve visionary entrepreneurs, to help them to become successful. I'm obsessed by this, to empower them, to help them become successful. That's my call. That's my energy, where my energy come from, right? So do you have this kind of a call? Did you find this kind of a problem? That specified, okay, really write it down, specify what is this problem? You feel responsible and also obsessed. You love to help people solve it. Okay, so here starting from raise your niche. Okay, we're talking about niche. Niche is more like a professional word in the market, but just simplify it. Okay, what kind of problem you are solving here? This is a big idea. What problem you feel like you are qualified, you are most qualified to help solving. Okay, and whenever you have a self-doubt, because there's so much competition out there, right? So many noises out there, so many, like, even sometimes you may feel people are doing similar things, how you could feel like that kind of regain your confidence to do it. So that's why you need to really align with that problem and with your purpose, that you are called, you are responsible, you are like a really called, qualified to solve this problem. And when I reflect about my quality, my qualification to solve this problem, right? Not only about I have 14 years of this kind of experience, I had this call, I had this practice, right? I learned from the best of best in the market, invest in myself through all these 14 years, invest hundreds of thousands of dollars in myself, in my business to help other people. But also because the gifts, I'm really like, I keep telling people is like, don't feel that like, if you are, things you are called to do, if you are passionate to do, feel confident that you will never fail on this divine journey, because when you had this call, God had already equipped you with that gifts. Okay, some gifts may be hidden, you have not fully revealed yet. Some maybe you already revealed. To me, I know that I have bigger, more potential than I have already discovered. I still have a lot I have not discovered and revealed in myself, but God gave to me, and He's waiting for me to fully reveal it. So that's why every day I've been learning, exploring, practicing, and lifting myself up, and also same time learning to lift other people up, right? So like every day, me as a coach, as a mentor, I have been growing. Every day I'm discovering new things inside of me, and also what blessed by God. Some resources from outside, some opportunities from outside, but majority part, I know that gifts is hidden inside myself. I just need like a find the right timing, right resources, right environment, right aha moment to reveal it. Okay, so every day I keep doing this. Every day keep expanding my vision, and every day align more with my vision. That kind of unwavering faith. Every day you need to do that kind of a practice, right? I call it my abundance meditation. I even teach about that abundance meditation. I have the morning and the night routines every day. Through the past 80 years, every day I had this specific abundance meditation every day. I never stopped it. Every day I just keep practicing it and making it better and better, and align with my purpose, with my vision, with my best practice, with my gifts more and more. So I would encourage you to do this. Today, write that down. What is this biggest problem you are responsible and also called and obsessed to solve it? Okay? And then the next question is, who you feel love to help the most? Okay? Who? So all this is part of the niche I'm talking about. Okay? And the niche has all these components, including the what problems you're solving, and then what kind of who you are helping. Okay? So find those people you feel like so much connected and you love to help them. Majority time, they're like the version of you, the older you, maybe like 14 years ago. Some of them like my 14 years ago. Some of them like a few years ago. Like some of them like I am multiple years ahead of them. Some of them maybe I'm a few years ahead of them. But I know that what they are struggling with. I know that what the problems are, because I experienced every one of them. Our regional entrepreneurs, life changers. If you are hearing this message, I hope you feel that, because I understand you. You have the vision. You feel like you are called to transform many other people's lives. You feel that you have these gifts, you have this passion, you have this knowledge, and also this really the hidden gifts to give. You have also you feel that responsibility. You also feel that kind of obsession to help those people, right? You feel that call, and you have this vision that you have these gifts to give, that you know that can help them solve their problems and can help them transform their lives, so that you could live their life. You could help them transform their lives to become a better version. You could help their families. You could help their relationships, right? Those three areas. Help their relationships, help them to become the better version of themselves, right? That's the first part, actually, the relationship, including not just the relationship with other people, with the society, with other people, but also relationship with themselves. Okay, we simplify these three categories. The first one, relationship, including with themselves, with this world, okay, relationship. Another one is the health. That health actually also including a relationship with themselves. That health is like how they are loving themselves, treating themselves, how they are cherishing their, not just their physical body, but also their mind, their heart, their spirituality, that kind of health. Okay, that's the overall well-being. And the third part is the wealth part, the including business, including job, including finance, including all this related to their wealth. Okay, so these three parts, like wealth including money, but also including the wealth, other like valuable things for their life. Things make them like could be financially and other parts of independent, and also gain their financially and other parts of freedom. Okay, so those three areas, big categories. Okay, and you want to choose which, like your problems and people you want to help falling into which category. Choose one of them. Okay, so that's where the big categories of your niche, and then you want to go to into your micro niche, like what specific problem you want to help solve, right? For example, I help visionary entrepreneurs, life changers to become thought leader in their field, become the thought leader, stand out, make a bigger impact, transform other people's lives, launch their passionate and profitable business, and then they could create that successful empire of their online world, online business. They can transform many of their ideal clients' lives. Okay, so that's my specific niche. And what's your specific niche? What problems are you solving? Okay, I know that I'm helping them become become that abundant self. That's the life part, and also create their abundant business. That's the business part. I combine that specific angle together. That's my niche. What is your niche? Okay, who are you most found to help? I described my ideal clients. They are, most of them are coaches, because I love coaches. I am a coach. I understand why coaches, they are life changers. They call themselves life changers because they want to change other people's life. They are not just here to solve a problem. Me as well, I'm a life changer. I'm a thought leader as well. I want to build other people who wants to become a thought leader as well, who wants to transform other people's lives, who want to become a visionary entrepreneur and also life changer, that thought leader in other people's lives. So those people are my most loved people. They are just like a part of me, and I feel like totally aligned with them. We're like one. Like I feel like I'm called, and they are called. I want to help those called people, and people who are leaders. People like one person can transform thousands and dozens of thousands of other people's lives. Okay, that's the people, the thought leaders I'm here to call to transform. So are you clear about who you are loving to help? I hope like you first, based on this, like first you need to understand yourself. Okay, so many people just say, oh, you need to understand your market, but actually you need to first understand yourself, because you are part of them. You are one of them, and you and them are one. Okay, so the more you understand yourself, the more you understand your mind, understand your emotions, understand your purpose, your call, and your spirituality, the more you will understand them. Because you will understand what you love to do, right? What you are called to do, what do you desire, what's your really like big dreams, what's your vision, what's your desires, what make you like could not sleep, what make you like even wake up during midnight, what make you feel like you have this kind of obsession, it's desire, and even burden, right? Even like other responsibility, that kind of a strong, like Tony Robbins' word is hunger. You need to understand yourself, that kind of hunger, desires, okay, for you to understand them, because you are connected with them. And also you need to understand your strugglings, your biggest challenges, what's your biggest fears. You need to go to those dark place, okay? You need to go to like all those brightest place, like all those like a dream fantasy place. You also need to go to those dark, ugly place. I like 8 years ago, I had a marriage crisis. I went through all these darkest nights of my life, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, everything. Even physically, I had diseases to fight because when you emotionally and like spiritually, you were taken down, right? You were broken, and your physical body will be broken as well. So everything's just collided. You are this kind of a unity of all these different components of your life, right? Your mind, your body, your emotion, your spirituality, everything combined together, right? Is one part is impacted, every other parts will be impacted. So those years, I remember I had at least 3-4 years of a darkest time, and I even tried suicide, or even trying to like end my life. And really, I remember still clearly during that time, I eagerly want to end my life because it was so painful every day. The most struggling, darkness, and ugly time of my life. And when life give you that, don't think about that. During that time, I know when you were inside of it, you thought that's a curse. That's the most unfortunate, right? And the most you're the most unlucky person. You feel like, why God forgot me, and why God discarded me, abandoned me, like my father, things like that, right? You have all this kind of negative thinking, and everything's like end of the world. But here I would encourage you. I passed through that stage, and now today, when I think of everything, it's a resurrected. I thank God for saving my life physically, but also spiritually. And after I get to another side of this tunnel, endless tunnel, right? Through the years of strugglings, almost the end of my life, almost like a physically, I got so much. I almost thought I would get cancer, like that kind of struggling. And eventually, but when I eventually step by step, little by little, it's not easy at all. I know it's very slow, very slow. When you were inside of it, it's sort of never ending. You could never see that dawn and again, right? But eventually, when I dragged my life through that tunnel, get to another side, see that little light, and eventually that light, little by little, like that flame, grow in my life, inside of me, that little tiny flame, and till it become a big fire, till it ignited me to see that abundance, to truly understand what is abundance. Even when I lost my happiness, even when I could not smile at all, when I was crying, from outside, from inside, crying, dying, but that little seed of a little flame of abundance eventually ignited my life, helped me understand what is abundance, even though you could not smile. But that abundance is that little hope, that little faith, that purpose, that God's connection with you, that eventually you restart your life, resurrect it, relive your life. Okay, if you get, I hope you will not get into that kind of a desperation status, right? But in case you get to that kind of a status, I would encourage you that that's not end of the world. I am a testimony of that. Okay, when I was in it, I never thought I could get out, but I would encourage you to. It's just a hold there. Okay, hold on, do not give up, hold on. You will see that tonight. I promise you, you will see it. Sometimes it's much slower, right? Much later than we expected. We just can't wait, right? But God has that timing. Eventually that timing is the perfect timing for you. Because if it's like slower than you expect, that means you need that journey. You are not there yet. It's just a diamond in that process to be. It's just like a torture, right? It's just all this kind of pressure, like almost crush it. You feel like you could not stand it anymore. But hold it, okay? Just hold on there. God is with you. He never really abandoned you. Sometimes you could not see him. Does not mean that he's not with you. Okay? He still is with you. And hold on there. Little by little, that hope will come back to you. Then you will go through that journey. Become that diamond. I promise you, you are. When you are feeling that you are struggling with it, and why I cannot get out of it, why this is so long, why I'm abandoned, why? When you are asking those questions, that means it's still not your time yet. Hold on there, and you are in that believe that you are in that process of diamond. You are in that pressure of creating diamond. You are becoming a diamond. You are called to become. You are meant to become. Okay. And now I know that in my life, I feel like I'm not diamond. I'm at phoenix, and I am qualified to help others because I went through that journey. And now I feel like it's not like entitlement, right? I'm not taking it granted. I'm not like just like, oh, now I'm everything. No, I'm still in that process. I'm still every day till the end of my life. I believe I will still be in that process, but that process make me a better, more precious diamond, and you are in that journey as well. You are become a more unique, precious, and very, very precious, priceless diamond. We are in that process every day until the end of our journey. And because this journey every day, we are become better and better and get closer to that best version of our life. I know that eventually we'll meet that version at the end of the life. When we meet that best version, because that's the end, God will call us like, you already done your life's purpose, your life's meaning, and your life is blessed to do all these kind of things. So hold on, and also do your best. Make your efforts every day. Every day, become a little bit better than your yesterday's old version. Okay, every day, keep learning, keep listening, keep opening your mind, keep exploring, keep making other efforts for yourself and for other people. Every day contribute a little bit more. Every day become a little bit more than yesterday. Okay, so now I feel like more and more I can help other people. Every day when I meet the right persons, I know that I'm quite some steps ahead of them. I would give all I have to help them because I fully understand what they are struggling with. I went through that, and I understand what they are desiring for. What when like some of our clients, when they are talking about their burden and how they feel like they want to fulfill that, but it's still far away, right? I understand that kind of a strugglings, and that kind of when your desire is like so big, but you are still like so humbly there, right? You feel like you're nothing, you're still so far away. That kind of frustration, fully understand you, because I was there and I'm still here because because my vision keeps expanding. I keeps growing, but still that space is still far, right? God is so smart, genius, and He designed that so that we will not be satisfied. We will not stop at where we are. We will always striving to get to our next level. Okay, so when you are on this trend, you're on the right way. Okay, so even though you still feel like you are struggling a lot, like me, right? I'm not saying that I'm not struggling. I'm still struggling. I'm on this entrepreneurship. Every day we still have our struggling, right? I want to meet my next level. I want to get to my next level of vision. My vision keeps expanding. I still have my everyday challenges, right? How to get to my next level of practice, to get to my next level of myself, overcome my challenges, overcome sometimes my limitations of my mindset, right? Sometimes little fears, sometimes or big obstacles, everything from inside to outside, all the struggles. We are still on this journey to take that challenge. But I know that who I'm called to help, those coaches, consultants out there who want to transform other people's lives. I know your biggest desires, your biggest dreams, and your biggest strugglings. Okay, or every step, from business, from marketing, sales, technology, social media, everything, right? And partnership, team members, or all these kind of corporations. How you can expand your capabilities, right? All your capacities to get to the next level. All the things I meet my challenges. Okay, so I understand where you are now, and I also know how to overcome. When I'm a few steps ahead of you, I know how to overcome those steps. Okay, so now the second question is who you are you call the dear, like most connected to help them. You love to help them, okay? So now, a second question. Now the third question. What is the solution? You now know the problem. You know who you want to help. So what's your best solution? And this solution, sometimes maybe it's dear to you. You feel like it's easy, but when you get to the market, when you want to take that as an offer, you need a lot of work on it, and you need a lot of test on it as well. This is a journey, because I went through the 14 years. I know how much you need to really fine tune it. You always say this is my solution, but maybe it's not really the market wants to hear. The language, the message, the story, and the delivery way, and the designing of this offer, right? This solution maybe is not exactly what the market is wanting, or the market is like feel like resonated or connected. So that's a work you need help. Okay, the solution. What's your solution, and how you can package it into an offer to become irresistible to help other people. And that part you would need help. You will need the guidance, or also you need the strategies. You need the best practice to make that like the more efficient and effective in the market. And finally, the question is, what kind of opportunities are you creating to provide your offer? This is super important. It's like how you're creating opportunities through your market. That's the later part, right? Like we mentioned earlier, the 80% of what you can provide. 80% you should be working on the like marketing later stage, but depends on the foundation you've already created. The foundation is your niche, your brand, your offer. That is it's very well designed and designed matching the market needs. Make sure that you're saying the language the market is needing it, is desiring for it, and is ready to invest in it. Okay, so that's my questions today for you. I want you to write down your answers. If you have any part you're not clear about, send me direct message, comment under the video, okay, wherever you are listening to this video, either by replay or by live or by replay, okay, wherever, on my YouTube channel or on my social media. Send me direct message, ask me the question, okay? I would be happy to answer you. And by the way, at the end, I want to invite you to our this Wednesday. Because then 2 weeks ago we had a great workshop with my partner Christy Liu from Amplify. They provide great funnels designing, funnels like a marketing, sales part of a support. They are already like a seven-figure business already, and they are like award-winning seven-figure business. And I will provide my coaching and also teaching specifically. This is my strength, even though I could teach their parts as well, but I want to focus on the most dears of what I love to do, right? And also cooperate with the best partners to provide their strengths, so together we could provide the best solution and also best offer for you. So, and the best teaching, right? So this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, we will have this the workshop. Last times we had this workshop, and this time we go even deeper. We will provide our teaching in more details. We will provide our slides, and I will focus on teaching on your niche, your offer, your brand. And they will teach, Christy will teach on the funnels and the marketing and the sales part. So combined together, this is a total solution for you, how you could quickly launch your ultimate coaching. Doesn't matter if you launched it before or not. This will help you launch at a new level and build your 6-7 figure sales funnel in 90 days. Okay, so I will make sure if you miss our last workshop, this workshop will be at an advanced level. Make sure I will share the link under my video. Make sure you register for it and show up. That's most important. Show up on time. Bring your questions with you. We will answer you on the spot and also further support you to fulfill your dreams as a visionary entrepreneur and also life changer, to transform many other people's lives. Okay, so keep this momentum. Make sure that you will attend our live workshop this Wednesday. We will see you inside. Take good care. Bye bye.